When a teacher said, rehearse 8 hours for a 2-minute scene, I would rehearse 8 to 10 hours for a 2-minute scene.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and today I'm trying Elizabeth Olsen's acting technique. In the past, I've tried techniques as seen on Game of Thrones, Fleabag, Stranger Things, Tenet, but today, we're going into the hex. What struck me most about Elizabeth Olsen's acting technique was that in college, she was known as the rehearsal Nazi for rehearsing 8 hours for a 2-minute scene. She did this, mind you, because her instructors told her to do that. It wasn't until her senior year that one of her rehearsal partners was like, oh yeah, they say to rehearse 8 hours, but you're the only one that actually does that, which makes me scratch my head. Why would you go to drama school if you didn't like rehearsing? Anyways, I decided to rehearse my own scene, Elizabeth Olsen style. That's right, 8 hours. Thankfully, I had my own nosy neighbor that would help me rehearse.
You, sweetie.
This is Layla. She lives 10 minutes away, and oddly enough, we both did the same conservatory program together.
My husband thinks that acting is for schmucks, but I don't hear him complaining when we role play in the bedroom.
Join us as we rehearse for 8 hours.
8 hours? What is this, the DMV?
I always felt like if I had to have all the tools. Like if I were ever to actually be an actor, I had to have all the tools, and I had to feel confident about what I was going to do in order to also hear the nepotism comments. I had to be really confident in like my own skills and abilities.
Like many people in the MCU, Elizabeth Olsen is a classically trained actor. She went to NYU Tisch and even did an exchange at the Moscow Art Theater. It was during college she developed her work ethic as an actor, and where she got the moniker rehearsal Nazi.
When a teacher said, rehearse 8 hours for a 2-minute scene, I would rehearse 8 to 10 hours for a 2-minute scene.
And no one else would.
There's a guy, when I went to my third year of college, there's a guy who I'd never been in like an ensemble with, or like a 12-person class, because they switched it up every semester. And he was like, oh my God, you're the rehearsal Nazi. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you're the rehearsal Nazi. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, I heard you just love to rehearse. And I'm like, yeah, well, they tell us that that's how many hours we should be rehearsing. And he was like, no one does it. I was like, what? I've been doing this for 3 years. No one told me. But so I always had this need to prove myself to myself and to like everyone around me that I work really hard.
I would say that quality really does shine through her acting. If you watch a lot of interviews with Elizabeth Olsen, you'll notice that she's an incredibly well-researched and thoughtful actor. For example, when she was cast as Wanda Maximoff, she requested a show Bible of every time Scarlet Witch appeared in the comics so she could study it. And honestly, her work paid off. She's incredibly well-researched.
Scarlet Witch first appeared in X-Men #4 in May of 1964, where she and her brother Quicksilver were part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Yeah, this woman literally has 60 years of Marvel history memorized because that's how much she rehearses. Damn.
All right, it is day 1 of 8 hours of rehearsal. So what do we work on?
Identifying the 5 questions. What is the scene? Where are we? Who are we to each other?
What is our worldview?
What's our worldview? All kinds of that deep initial dive. I guess internal work?
Very inside out today.
Inside out day.
Inside out day.
Hello, it's 1:45 and we're rehearsing in my yard. What? You're not rehearsing to midnight. Are you even in drama school? No, you're not. Also, it's so cold out here. We plugged in, can you even see? We plugged in a heater. I'm saying it's cold. It's California cold. It's like 65, so.
How many hours have we clocked so far?
We did 2 the first day, we did 3 last night, and I think we're clocking 3.5 right now.
We did a psychological gesture thing.
We found archetypes.
Backstory.
We're super objectives.
Table work stuff.
Are people gonna notice I'm wearing the same fucking shirt between videos? It's quarantine.
I noticed, but I love you and I don't judge you.
And we looked at the actor's thesaurus, which, please don't buy this. It is thesaurus.com for $20.
Contrary point, I love using this. Comment if you use this and support me that I really enjoy this book.
Well, we finally did it. 8 hours of rehearsal. All we had to do was get pretty, hit our marks, and not stutter on our lines, and we'd have a full scene. And also, apparently, at one point we pretended to be Agatha and Wanda fighting. I don't know what to say. We're just a bunch of nerds. Anyways, here's the scene. If you would just let me...
Go ahead.
It's complicated.
It's not complicated. Her fiance isn't dead. Unless that was his ghost that answered the door last night, because that would be complicated. But it isn't complicated. It's pretty simple. He isn't dead.
Jen, please.
Did you get off pretending you were going through what I was going through? Was it a sick game you were playing with me, with all of us? Pretending to be a widow. Making up a whole story. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't belong here. You didn't lose someone. He broke up with you. Probably because you're a lunatic who lies about her husband being dead.
I don't know what to say.
Wow, that was powerful.
Jen, I'm sorry. I really am. You have no idea. I'm sorry to all of you. I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I wasn't trying to pull anything, but it's true. Steve is alive. He didn't die 3 months ago, but I did lose him because he broke up with me.
That's not the same.
He broke up with me because he desperately wanted kids, and I tried a lot for years, but I just kept having miscarriages. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a mother, but the first time I got pregnant, I've never experienced a pure joy like that. I have never felt so close to something. And I kept trying. I wanted to make it work, but something inside me just doesn't. After the 5th one, Steve was done. He thought maybe if he found someone younger or less broken inside. Yeah, but none of that matters. I misrepresented myself. I should have never come here. I never wanted to hurt you. It was the last thing I wanted to do. I really cherish our friendship. I really do. I am so sorry.
Jesus Christ. We just wrapped! Hooray!
How are we feeling?
I don't know if some of it's just our history of performing together, but I felt so comfortable. I felt really comfortable so that when we were going through these different things that you're going to see, just the marvelous work Ashley can do with editing magic, it felt like we didn't have to be worried about the little things with the performance because it was just there.
I don't know. It was just so valuable. I wish every scene I could rehearse for 8 hours. And if you're an actor, that shouldn't scare you. You should want to rehearse. Like, I don't know why people in her program were like, wow, 8 hours? Good luck, teacher's pet. Like,
I mean, we did find the excuse of maybe sometimes you just have a heavier week than others, but that is also life. That will happen, even though that's what it is. But
I mean, like, yeah, sometimes you get the scenes like an hour before. Yeah, I get it. But like, if you're cast in something or if you're in school and you have the time, like, why wouldn't you? If you love acting. If you don't love anything me and Layla just did, I don't think you should be an actor. If you're like, wow, I don't want to do that, like, go watch, there's other channels about filmmaking. Like, maybe you're a sound mixer, maybe you're like not an actor. That's okay. We need everybody on set.
Yes.
Like, but I truly think that there are some actors that don't like acting and they haven't put it together yet. I truly think that.
Rehearse, it's great.
It's so good. So good. Because don't you want to, like, I don't know, be friends with your scene partner at the very least?
Yeah.
Voiceover Ashley here. Not much else to add, but the technique does work, and if more people did it, there'd be less idiot actors in Los Angeles. Thanks for watching.